Lucifer. Trying to be the backbone of every situation may look noble, but everyone needs a break once in a while. Learn to say no to things that drain you. You can't perform well if you're running on empty. Lucifer teaches us that perfectionism often hides a deep need to feel worthy and in control. His pride and discipline aren't just signs of strength, they're coping mechanisms from carrying too much responsibility. A new strength to learn here would be knowing when to loosen up control and trust others. Mammon, you can't spend money you don't have, but hey, dreaming big is free. Mammon reminds us that a little mischief, charm, and loyalty go a long way, just maybe don't bet your entire bank account on it. Behind Mammon's greed and goofiness lies a desire to be accepted despite his flaws. The lesson here would be that self-worth isn't earned by proving you're valuable to others, you're worthy simply because you exist. Real loyalty starts with being loyal to yourself. Leviathan, escaping into your favorite game or anime might seem like procrastination, but often it's more than that. Levi shows us that outliving your interests, if not used as an unhealthy coping mechanism, can make life more worthwhile. Leviathan embodies the struggle with self-esteem and isolation, but he also shows that embracing your unique interests can lead to real connection. You don't have to be the best to be loved, you just have to be real. Satan. Getting mad over a badly written book ending is valid. Satan proves that intellect and emotion are not opposites, they often come from the same passionate core. Satan teaches us that anger is not inherently bad, it can become a force for change and justice. The key is not in suppressing it, but understanding it and letting it lead you towards something meaningful, not destructive. Asmodeus. A good skincare routine won't fix your life, but it might fix your day. Asmo reminds us that self-care is fabulous and necessary. There's wisdom in realizing the importance of loving yourself, even if done in a loud and shameless way. Asmodeus shows us that embracing vulnerability, beauty, and pleasure isn't selfish. It's survival. You can't pour from an empty cup, after all. Beelzebub. Yes, a snack can maybe potentially fix your mood. Beel is living proof, but also being the strongest doesn't mean you have to be the loudest. Beelzebub teaches us the quiet strength of compassion. He's a reminder that consistency, loyalty, and kindness are powerful traits, even if they don't always take center stage. You don't have to be flashy to be important, just being present can be enough. Belphegor, sometimes the best response to life is a nap. Sleep isn't laziness, it's rebellion against a world that never stops. Belphi reveals how grief and betrayal can be harmful, but he also teaches that healing starts with honesty, with admitting you were hurt and letting others back in. You don't have to stay in the shadows to protect yourself. Diavolo. Being a leader doesn't mean you can't be fun. Diavolo teaches us that leadership doesn't have to be cold or distant. Sometimes the best leaders are the ones who can laugh at themselves. Diavolo's deeper lesson is about openness. Despite his status, he embraces curiosity, change, and new relationships. True power lies not in commanding others, but in inspiring them with kindness. Barbatos, you might be calm, cool, and collected, but that doesn't mean you don't sometimes fantasize about throwing a pie at someone's face. Barbatos gets it. Barbatos teaches that quiet control often comes from inner discipline and emotional maturity. His lesson would be about subtle power through patience, grace, and consistency. You don't need the spotlight to make a difference. Solomon. Having 72 pacts and no sleep schedule, iconic. Solomon reminds us that being mysterious and slightly unhinged is a unique brand that can work. Solomon's lesson lies in embracing the unknown. He shows us that knowledge without empathy is hollow. His journey reminds us to stay curious, but never forget the people around us in the process. Luke, yes, you can be small and mighty. Luke teaches that you don't need age or power to make a difference. Having a caring heart is enough. Luke shows us that idealism is not naivety. Wanting to do good, to protect others, and to stay hopeful are strengths. His lesson is a reminder to nurture the innocent parts of ourselves instead of trying to outgrow them. Simeon. Being the calm one in a sometimes chaotic group can be very helpful and important. Simeon shows us the value of being a mediator and embracing stillness in a noisy world. His deeper lesson is about grace, not just in how you carry yourself, but how you treat others. Simeon shows us that compassion doesn't mean weakness, it means choosing peace even when anger would be easier. Raphael, you can follow the rules and roll your eyes while doing it. Raphael reminds us that being righteous doesn't mean being uptight. Raphael's growth teaches that it's okay to question the rules you've always lived by. Real morality isn't rigid, it's thoughtful. It's about understanding, not just obeying. Growth often starts where blind loyalty ends. Mephisto, sometimes being extra is the point. Mephisto reminds us that flair, confidence, and drama are a form of art. Don't be afraid to be a bit much. His deeper lesson would be that insecurity often wears a very confident mask. Mephisto shows us that true confidence isn't about proving yourself to others, it's about knowing your worth even when no one is watching. 13. Life's short, why not stir up a little trouble? 13 shows us that chaos, curiosity, and courage go hand in hand. Her story teaches us that identity is fluid and freedom is worth fighting for. 13 reminds us that living unapologetically is an act of bravery. You don't have to shrink yourself to fit expectations. Make the world expand to live in it.